What's up, guys? It's Manga time once again with Mr. Tom12304 bringing you Fairy Tail. Yeah, Fairy Tail. It's Fairy Tail 323, A Returning Shadow. Now, let's talk Fairy Tail. I didn't get to review last week's chapter, and I'm really annoyed that I didn't. If you saw, I posted a little post saying I gave it a 6. I want to amend that to a 4, because it's just appalling. I don't know what was worse, the fact that Leon Shelia got beaten by the fact that Shelia thought it was beautiful, the fact that Urza somehow pwned Minerva without doing anything, bending the own manga's rules, and then and then Sting just falling to his knees. It's in the past. It's in the past. 4 out of 10 for Fairy Tail 322, which was apparently the end of the Grand Magic Games arc. Appalling finish, and I can understand why so many reviewers have dropped it. However, I've only really recently just started properly getting into Fairy Tail, so I kind of want to give it a bit of a break. And so here we are with 323, and I was really hoping that a returning shadow would mean Zeref. It doesn't not yet, but basically what happens is the first half of the chapter is everyone going, Fairy Tail is wonderful. Fairy Tail's great, and they've won the tournament. The second half, however, is a bit more interesting, because apparently there's 2 people who have come from the future. One of them is Lucy, and she doesn't know how to sort out the situation at hand. But apparently the person who told Princess Hishui of the future was a man. And when they were talking about this, I was like, it's Zeref. Zeref's here. I can rekindle my interest in this manga again. Apparently not, however. Arcadius wanted her to take his life. And I'll tell you something that was ridiculous, is the fact that they were like, all that mess in the Abyss Palace, I'm really sorry. And Arcadius is just like water under the bridge, even though he was this close to dying in the lava, so he's a forgiving man, apparently. I'm still not sure if they're good guys or not, though, because they're calling him Lord Zeref, but they still want to annihilate him. So that's a bit confusing. But then this shadow kind of attacks the soldiers who are attacking Natsu and the others. And I was like, it's Zeref. And then this dude walks out, and he looks really weird. And apparently his name is Rogue. So basically, he's the shadow who took over Rogue in the battle against Gajeel. Now, this brings up 2 interesting points. I didn't think a returning shadow was going to be literal. Apparently it is. And he comes in as this imposing guy. But he's already been beaten by Gajeel. Unless he was weaker when he was fighting with Rogue. But if he wasn't, then, you know, it's kind of a letdown. Not a letdown so much, but kind of, I don't really know, just sort of a bit underwhelming. That's the word I'm looking for. However, it was nice to see my favourite character, Jalal, again. Even if he is just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. But it was quite a nice little twist at the end of this chapter, and it's a bit weird though, because are we sure 322 was the last one of the arc? Because this still feels like this arc. Because it's like, it's gone straight into it, I suppose. I personally think this is sort of feeling like a final arc. Maybe, I mean, I know nothing's been said, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to give the chapter a 7. Okay? The first half was meh, but I really did enjoy the second half. And I liked the story. I like the threat this guy seems to bring, even though you can't take villains in fairy tales seriously, and you never will be able to again. It is interesting. He looks like a bad guy. He might not be a bad guy, but he looks like one. And if it is the same guy who fought Gajeel, then he pretty much is a bad guy. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Where are they going to go with the Eclipse? You know, and why do they no longer want to kill Zeref? What's going on, pretty much, is what I want to know. And what does this shadow bring? What's he going to say? Why is he calling himself Rogue? Is he Rogue? Is he and Rogue chaining the same guy? Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this chapter. Are you going to still keep reading Fairy Tail? Yes or no? Or have you just had enough? Did you think it was going to be Zereth? And what do you think of this guy Rogue, who's the Shadow apparently? Where is this all going? So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the link for my fan page. Give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, until then, see you later, guys.